I'm on this road trip to Miami. First stop, Philadelphia. Was here for my teenage years. And Philly looked real bad, man. Looked real bad. Like, there's like just a lot of garbage everywhere. I don't remember it being this bad when I was a kid, like dirty. I seen a lot of fiends, whether they're dope fiend, crackheads, I'm not sure, but I seen a lot of fiends looking crazy. I should have started recording earlier, but you know, I was driving, so I didn't want to do that. Here at the Capitol, Virginia State. You can see it here in the background. It's pretty huge pillars. If I stand next to it, you can see just how big they are. You can see towards the back. That's the view. If you come over here, there's these big windows. You can see inside. But it's closed. It's closed because of COVID-19. So I don't know when it's gonna open. Another view. It's pretty big. It's cold as hell though today, and I thought being in Virginia would be warmer since it's further down, but it's still freezing up here. Philly was really cold, but it's really cold. Go around here, see what's over there. It's really big. See what it says. We want an equal education, it says up right there. Then it said it seemed like reaching for the moon. You can hear the bells in the background. It's the other side. Then you got Oliver Hill, Spotwood Robinson. Over here, this says the legal system can be forced, can open. No, the legal system can force open doors and sometimes even knock down walls, but it cannot build bridges. That job belongs to you and me, Justice Thurgood Marshall. So I'm at the Carolina Beach Boardwalk, and it's right at the end of North Carolina, and not too far from here, of course, is South Carolina, so I'm not too far away from there. And I'm thinking of stopping by Myrtle Beach, see how that looks. It's the little boardwalk they have here. Of course, it's the end of January, so it's a bit chilly. But compared to New York City, where it was freezing, compared to Philly, where it was freezing, even Virginia was freezing. This weather's not too bad, as you can see. I'm just out here with my sweater. I do have thermals underneath on my hat, so it's not the warmest weather, but it's January. Nice little swing they got here. Can swing. Thinking about having me a beer here. I doubt it's allowed. I'm not sure. They have a few restaurants over there. I think it's a bar. I was thinking of going in there later. Just getting a drink. I'm driving though, so I can't drink too much. It's pretty nice though. So I don't might be here. I'm gonna crack that open as soon as I get the clearer view. Hang out for a little bit. I've been driving all morning. I'm white as hell, so everybody probably think I'm white, so I'll blend right in. Okay, check you out later. I'm in it's called the Battery, kind of like the same reference as to Battery Park in Lower Manhattan. And so I ain't even look it up, but I'm assuming it's because right here at the edge is basically where the water is. You can't see it because it's late. But I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. And yeah, it's called the Battery. And it's kind of like next to North Charleston in South Carolina. And then they have here somebody singing. Got a gazebo here, see it? Looks really nice. There's some people, they got some bikes, they be riding bikes out here. Looks fun. I know it's expensive because the area looks really, really expensive, especially the houses across the street. Like I said, it's dark, so you can't really see, but I know tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna take some video and this is probably gonna look really, really nice. So I was at the Pearls Oyster Bar, and that's because the first bar I went to, I don't know, the guy didn't like my vibe. I don't know what it is, maybe because this is a really, this was actually where all the plantations were at. And so all these beautiful houses that you hear, these are like mansions really, they're not even houses, they're mansions. So you already know a very wealthy white people live in this area. And I'm just dressed regular with my hood, coat, right? So I stick out like a sore thumb, right? Anyway, I went in the bar, asked if I could have a drink, you know, I wanted to make sure I didn't need like a reservation, like a white card, literally, what white man's card. And then I asked him if he had a menu, and he put this little stand in front of me where it says to download the app through, you know, you got to scan the QR code, it's gonna take you to the menu. But at first I couldn't figure it out because it was brand new, right? Like usually they'll just give you the little book, all the drinks. So I was on my phone trying to download the QR code scanner so I can scan it, and I told him just give me a drink in the meantime, right? He got me the drink and he put it there, and then he asked me something else, but it was hard for me to even understand him because he had a mask on, and you know there's people in the bar are talking, so I couldn't really hear him. So anyway, he went and he picked up the drink, threw it out. So then I said, yo, I had my drink. And he said, nah, you good. I said, I'm good. I said, so you're not serving me? He said, nah. And he put a cup of water. I said, oh shit, right? So I just got up and left. You know, I don't know what was all that for, but like I said, this is a white wealthy area, so all I did, I just went to the next bar. The next bar treated me fairly. The guy was cool. I bought the oysters, I bought 2 drinks. I bought a shrimp soup there. And you know, everything was fine. And he had the same thing. He had the QR code that you can scan so you can see the menu, but they also had a piece of paper so that you could just look at the piece of paper if you couldn't get the QR, which I thought, yeah, that was great there. I mean, not that I couldn't figure it out, I could figure it out, but I had to download the shit and he couldn't wait. I don't know what happened. I think he was like drunk. And like I said, you know, the way I'm dressed, I'm just dressed like a regular dude from the hood and shit. So I think it was because of that. Heading back to the car. These are the mansions behind here that you see. You have to look. And this used to all be plantations. And they used to grow rice here, indigo, and so I'm guessing that's these mansions. I'm guessing it was passed down from generation to generation. I mean, I know they was built later on, but who owns them, right? That's the question. Look at them. See them? Right? Really nice. But anyway, I'm heading back to the car, and then tomorrow morning when the sun come up, I'll walk around, see how things look. Morning, everybody. So we're at the Battery in Charleston, South Carolina, and you can see these beautiful mansions, because that's what they are. They're mansions, but they used to be plantations, and they used to grow here rice, indigo, probably some other stuff. But this was a heavily Confederate area also, because I was just reading a plaque over there where it was the first place that Northern infantry, when they first had their first African Americans join the army, which is what I think Abraham Lincoln did in order to win the war. Otherwise, I don't think he would have. It's really nice. This is the view from the other side. So I understand why somebody would want to build mansions here. I'm gonna go around and check out some of these nice mansions that you see here. Good morning, everybody. So I'm at the Battery here in Charleston, South Carolina. And when the Civil War happened, basically the first shots from the north on the south, from what I'm reading here, was right here in this very place here that you see. So they have these plaques here, and they give you basically a little history, a rundown of this area. So for example, this one here, I think it was this one. Yeah, here it'll tell you Charleston town was a walled city from about 1704. That means they had walls around it, kind of like the same thing in Battery Park, New York City. And then over here, you can actually see the wall. You can see it marked here. Then it says the walls protected the city from the hostile attacks by the Spaniards, the French, Indians, and pirates. In 1719, South Carolina overthrew the Lords Proprietors and became a royal colony. A royal colony, that would be that they was back east. Charlestown grew rich from exports of rice and indigo and became a cultural center with close ties to England. So that's why this whole area here basically is where they had the plantations at. And it's just funny how the people came over here, created a wall, and then it says to protect them from the Indians when this is their area to begin with, right? Then over here, this plaque actually gives you a small description of what happened. It says Charleston, so spelled after 1783, was quick to recover from the revolution and military occupation. Rice, sea island, cotton, and trade provided the highest per capita wealth of any American city in 1860. Grand houses, public buildings, and plantations were built. Her advocacy of states' rights, nullification, and secession gave her national importance. The Civil War began in 1861 with the firing on Fort Sumter, 3 miles southeastward of this point. During 4 years of struggle, the waterfront was the scene of naval activities involving armored warships, torpedo boats, submarines, blockade runners. And a little further down there was where I was reading that the first black people to serve for the North, actually, that first infantry or navy presence came in through here, and that's where they started fighting. And I actually still believe the only reason that Abraham Lincoln, is just my opinion, allowed the black people to be free was because he needed them in order to win the war, because they wanted to make it one central government, right? But that's just my opinion on the situation. Then over here, we have the last plaque. In the early part of the 20th century, Charleston contained a slow recovery from the war, military occupation, and social upheaval. In 1901, a naval base was established on the Cooper River. Then after that, they just built all the houses that you got here. But it's a waterfront park now. And then if you look over here in the back, they're like condominiums over there. So yeah, I think the only reason Abraham Lincoln even allowed the black people to join the military was because he felt that was the only way he was going to win the war. Just like in Puerto Rico, to me, the only reason they gave Puerto Rican citizenship was because a month later they sent them off to war. That's just my opinion on reading history. Let me keep looking around. So this is called the City Market, and they're just setting up inside, and I guess different vendors come here, and so I'm not sure what, but I'm not gonna be here all day to find out. But it's probably been, these structures have probably been here for a very long time. It's probably how they used to buy and sell the early parts of this area. So all I'm seeing out here is Mercedes Benzes and very expensive cars in this whole entire area. But this is St. Philip's Church here. If I'm correct, this is a sundial. This is how they used to determine what time of day it was. And if you see where it's at, between 8 and 9. And if I look at my watch, it's actually 8:45. So I'm sitting in the car, and it's a really nice view, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it makes me nervous. See how close the water is already? It was lower this morning. It's really high. It looks like it's right about to come right over the battery. Good thing is I'm leaving now, so but you can actually feel some of the water just splashing you. I'm about to be out of here before my car gets taken by a tidal wave. They was trying to hide from my picture. So I'm in Savannah, Georgia. And it's right by the water. I'm actually gonna take a cruise on one of these little cruise ship tours they have here. But you can see the buildings are pretty old. A lot of the buildings here in this area seem to be dated very early on in its colonial history. You can see the cobbler streets, if that's what you call it. Hey, look, a nice place where the Joker could make another movie, another shot. This looks like the bar. Rusty's. The Charleston Hemp Collective. So they got hemp products in there. Marijuana is probably legal in this state. From seed to soil. Discover the remarkable power of CBD. Then you got the Harley Davidson shop. Natural bath products. And then it's starting to rain. Supposed to get some rain coming. Hope we don't get much.
Look, Connor. Mommy. Wow, look at that.
favorite spots to hang out. I believe there's some eddies that in the current that happen over here. That's some fish get caught in. They of course learned that, and so they're over here trying to get themselves a nice lunch. And so keep your eyes peeled, folks. We are having some inventive bottlenose. There's one I just saw pop up. I've seen the one so far. You know, normally dolphins travel in what you call pods, family groups. If you ever see one by itself swimming around, that's called an iPod. I don't know the term for it. I stole that joke from the dolphin boats out the time. Also, by the way, if you have three swimming together, that's called what? A tripod. There you go. You're catching on. Okay, I bet you don't know this one. What if there are two different family groups swimming together at once? That's called a podcast. Anyway, sorry. Moving along here. On that for 30 hours straight, causing massive damage to the board, forcing the swimmer here to open that board. Well, folks, imagine if you were a resident. Imagine if you were a certain type of resident here in the city. You may be freaking out, thinking that you think there's going to find a swimmer and take the city.
birds following me. Yeah, I see you, man. I got no food. Oh, he keep pecking away. Look like condominiums here in the background. Probably condominiums or hotels. But this is the Daytona Beach Boardwalk. You can see right there behind me. I'm just taking a stroll down this way. Take a little walk. Of course, quiet. Not a lot of people. It's Monday, which is the beginning of the work week. The weather is pleasant. Of course, I just came from freezing cold temperatures, so this is actually beautiful. I actually got my hat because sometimes it gets a little nippy for me, and I'm still not used to it as other people who are used to this down here. Got something over here. It looks kind of like a castle. But here goes another condominium. Of course, the water's over here. Hyde Park.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, this structure that looks like a castle over here. Oh, what is this? Look what we found here. We found something. Let's check this out. Can I turn this around? Can I turn? Yes, I can. Okay, what is this? It says, this section is sponsored by the great people of North America. Nick Hayden, Matt Maladin. Oh yeah, the NASCAR drivers. Oh, nice. Because they got the speedway over here in Daytona Beach. American Motorcyclists Association. North American flat trackers and the fans in the stands. And then over here on the side, see something as well. Barry Bone, Davey Camlin. Hey, look what's on that one. Some more down here. And then down on the ground, you got more names. And then of course, you got this. Let's go over here. Here goes the castle. Not sure what this is, but I'm gonna be nosy Oh, it says movies up there. Movies 10. Ocean Walk shops. Plenty of space over here. Oh, it looks like a stage. Probably perform in this area. Up there you got Bubblegum, Wing House, Sloppy Joe's. Of course, I'm on a tight budget, so you know, try not to spend too much. Like this, more shops over there. And I think this is actually the end here. Oh yeah, no more beach on this side. Oh no, the Boardwalk does continue. It doesn't look like it goes all the way down. I could be wrong, but I like how they have their trash bins up there like that. There goes a lifeguard. More Ocean Walk. So I'm not gonna walk all the way down there. To the end of the road. So now I'm in Orlando. This lake is called Oakland Lake. And, it's a pretty nice lake. They even got music in the background. I think that's the first lake or park, because it's really a park, Oakland Lake and Park. But they had soft music being played in the background. See the hotels. Up there, condominiums, I don't know, the hotels are condominiums. It's pretty breezy compared to where I was just at, an hour away from here. It wasn't this breezy when I was over there at Daytona. So, hear the music, nice and easy. So I'm just gonna walk around, see what else is here to see. guy got a yellow beak. A yellow and black beak. Bye.